Hey everyone, and welcome to the stream. It's me, ShellshockPrime, and it is September. Today's Monday, September 2nd, 2024, Labor Day, and happy Labor Day for those who celebrate. Good to see you, Icepick. Good to see you, Maverick. So we're now in September, so the end of summer is coming up, and the beginning of autumn is coming up soon. But tonight, we got two things. We're going to start things off with the ShellshockPrime showcase. So I'm going to show off some future plans for the rest of 2024. And then we're going to go into Mario Party Madness, where we're going to be doing Koopa's Tycoon Town. And it's going to be modded as always. As you can see the schedule, we're going to be doing Skies of Arcadia Legends tomorrow and Wednesday. On Thursday, we're going to be doing Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3 e-reader levels for Backlog Fantasy Expansion Pass. And Sunday, Sharing with Shellshock video game storytelling. Sharing with Shellshock returns this Sunday. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great show. So we got a lot happening. The ShellshockPrime showcase is going to start in just a little bit. Before we get started, I'm going to turn all the alerts off until after after I finish the ShellshockPrime showcase. But what I'm going to do is this. So before anything, there will be a few things I want to bring up that I ended up not putting in there, but will be affecting the stream moving forward. There's going to be a couple more channel point redemptions coming up. I haven't really thought about which ones I'm going to go with yet. But all I'm going to say is that you'll see them within the next couple of weeks. In addition to so I'm going to be focusing on that, changing up a couple of channel point rewards and redemptions, and adding some new ones. So that's one of the things I'm going to be working on. That's number one. Number two is the fact that I am going to be focusing more on so Retro Nights, all the Retro Night streams I'm going to be doing, instead of the 8 o'clock time slot, that when it starts is going to be 7 o'clock. Because I feel like some game I don't really spend enough time for some of the games. So that's what I want to work on, spending more time on the games that I have planned for each Retro Night. That's definitely something I'm going to work on. That's number two. And number three, and I will say this right now, number three is that there is an old versus new that I originally planned for this year, but I'm going to be moving it to next year because I feel that it'd be better suited for next year. And considering the fact that with all the plans that I have scheduled for the rest of the year, I'm not going to have time for it. I do have another old versus new that will take its place, which is going to be a part of this showcase. And I will say right now, in regards to what the other old versus new would have been, let's just say it's good. It's going to be two versions of the same game, and no matter how you slice it, it's not great. Neither version's great, although the new version's more likely going to be better. But even then, I don't know how much better. Well, I'll be the judge of it. It's Fire Emblem related, so you'll see what it is. If you know, you know. But with that said, I do have an old versus new plan that is completely different. It is two versions of the same game as always. And it will be shown off here. There's a couple of other things that'll be shown off here as well. Like the main thing that I'm going to show off, which will be towards the end, is the birthday subathon. I'm still finalizing what the lineup is going to be, but I will be revealing the incentives for that starting next week. I'm going to reveal one incentive every day on stream, either one or two, up until when it's the day one of the birthday stream. But that's just it. So without further ado, we're gonna go get ready to watch the Shellshock Prime showcase. So let me put this in full screen, and I'm gonna get ready to get started. So let's do it. Welcome back to the Shellshock Prime Showcase. I have a lot of announcements that I plan on sharing with you all tonight. There will be a lot of games that I plan to stream throughout the rest of 2024. So I hope you get to tune in just to see what I'm planning on doing, because there's a lot that I have in store for all of you. So without further ado, let's show off the next announcement.
Luigi? Huh? Luigi! Yep.
overcome every obstacle with this power.
well, that's everything that I wanted to share with you guys. So that wraps up the Shellshock Prime Showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed everything that I've announced so far, because we do have one more announcement that I would like to share with you guys tonight. Thank you all for watching. That's it. That's the Shellshock Prime Showcase. That's pretty much all the plans that I have for the rest of the year. There's actually a pretty good amount of stuff overall here. So main things that I want to bring up is that so yes, tomorrow is when I'm starting Skies of Arcadia Legend. That will be beginning tomorrow. Because that one was a request from Zykrul. And I'm going to be playing that game starting tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Never played it before. Been wanting to play it for years. And trying to find a copy of that game is extremely expensive. Like, I went to a retro store recently, and they sell it for about $160. Yeah, not doing that. No. And if you talk in regards to the Marvel vs. Capcom collection, I'm gonna figure that one out, Ice Pick. I'll figure that one out on the day that that I host the session during my birthday streams. I'll get to the birthday streams in a little bit, but yeah. Skies of Arcadia begins tomorrow. In fact, let me go to this scene right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the sound off, and we're just gonna like, I'll pause some things and all that. Hold on, give me a second. Because I want to like just showcase everything. I was gonna do a little play-by-play on everything here. Give me 1 second. Right here. And here it is. All right. Yeah, because I'm gonna do Skies of Arcadia Legend and tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. But what I have after that, let's see. That's the intro. So Mario and Luigi Brothership. So this game's coming out in November, and I'm gonna be streaming this game like on the day that it comes out. November 7th is a Thursday, because Nintendo is pretty much doing Thursday releases now They started with Thursday releases with I believe they started it with Endless Ocean, like the new Endless Ocean game that came out on Switch. And then every Nintendo game that released after the fact, after Endless Ocean, released on Thursdays. So let me go ahead and actually put. Yeah, there we go. So Mario and Luigi Brothership. I know I have not streamed any of the Mario and Luigi games from start to finish yet. That will change. I will say this right now. Next year, even if it's not a marathon, next year I am going to start off with Superstar Saga. Like, I'm going to do Brothership, but the next game after that is going to be Superstar Saga, and I'll be streaming Brothership when it comes out. So this will be the first Mario and Luigi game I'm streaming. I'm looking forward to this one, like, because this one seems like a return to form after, like, because I know people didn't really like Paper Jam, and then the remake of Superstar Saga, apparently people liked that one, but people did not like the remake of Bowser's Inside Story. That said, this one seems like a return to form in regards to the Mario and Luigi series. And I'm looking forward to seeing where it's gonna go. It's good. It looks like it's gonna be fun. It looks like it's gonna be great. But yeah, Mario and Luigi Brothership. I will be doing a stream of that on November 7th when it comes out. I like the fact that they're doing Thursday releases so that I can just I could just stream it that day, because I'm not always around on Fridays. So, and I don't want Nintendo to ever go back to Sunday releases again. Remember the era of Sunday releases? Yeah, never again, please. Never again. Like, wasn't a good idea in hindsight. Next up, and next up after that, after that was, let's see, Final Fantasy IV. So Final Fantasy IV, but it was originally Final Fantasy II, back in the day, on the Super Nintendo, because we didn't have 2 or 3 on the Famicom released in the NES. So they released 4 as the next game after the first one. So they called it 2. They did the same thing with Final Fantasy VI, calling it 3. We skipped 5 to get 6, and then they called that one 3. Then they just called it 7 when we got, well, then when Final Fantasy 7 came out, number was unchanged. But this one's 4. Gonna be streaming this one. It's gonna be the Super Nintendo original. That's gonna be coming up in November. After all the holiday stuff is done, I'm gonna go straight to Halloween stuff is done. I'm gonna go straight to Final Fantasy IV. This is one of those games where I've started it years ago and never really gotten that far. I think that the last time I played this game that I tried to get into it was back in 2009, and the only partner character I've actually managed to get was Rydia, and that's it. I didn't really make it far enough to get any other character, but I'll fix that. I'll actually play this game in November. So I'll basically be playing this and Mario and Luigi Brothership alongside each other in November. So I'll basically have some days dedicated to this and some days dedicated to Mario and Luigi Brothership. So I'll figure them out. One of them might actually go into December. This one probably might be the game that goes into December, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll figure that one out. To be fair, it wouldn't be as bad now, considering Amazon delivers every day of the week now. They do, yes. Even more so when you order from Amazon Prime. So after that is Shell Squad Game Club. We're going to do Nintendo Switch Online multiplayer. Originally, I was going to do Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but I figured, you know what? I'm just going to put Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for my birthday stream, so I'll do this one next. So this will be the next one I'll do. I haven't done one of these in a while. I haven't done a Nintendo Switch Online multiplayer session in a while, so it'll be fun just to at least get something going with that. So I'll figure out some other stuff. I also want to get back into doing multi-streams with the Digital Bonfire Squad outside of the Mario Party Madness I definitely would like to do that. So all I can say is stay tuned for whatever it is that I'm going to do in the future for that. Stay tuned for that. Next game that I have on here, well, it's not really a game, but rather sharing with Shell Shock. We're going to go back to sharing with Shell Shock this week. Am I ever going to do another race? That I have to figure out. We miss playing games with you too, but I want to get more use out of the server I'm paying $15 for. Yes, I definitely want to get back into Ring Racers and SRB2 kart and some other stuff. I know that that you've been doing some VR stuff with the guys, but all I'm going to say is that I'm looking forward to when we do Chain Together. That one's going to be fun. Chain Together is going to be fun. So next up, we got Sharing with Shell Shock. Sharing with Shell Shock comes back on Sunday. We're gonna do video game storytelling. We got Shad, Zach Pack, and Koopa Booey. That one's gonna be a good show. We're gonna be doing that on Sunday, the 8th at 9 p.m. And there is a 50th episode special. Stay tuned for that. Next up, we got Sonic and Shadow Generations. So the thing about this game is that I've been wanting to do Sonic Generations on stream, but the fact that this is coming out, because I did Sonic Colors on stream back in 2021, but it was the ultimate version. And now I'm doing this one. Let's hope this one's the better remaster than Sonic Colors Ultimate. I forget, do you have a 3DS capture card, or is it just me and Silver? I do. Because I could do Sonic Generations on this, and that's how I'm also going to do Star Fox 64 3D, which I'll bring that one up in a little bit. But this game right here, I'm looking forward to just playing this. Not really so much for Sonic Generations itself, as much as I like that game, but the Shadow stuff. I want to see what the Shadow stuff will actually bring out. I'm looking forward to that, because to me, this is the Sonic equivalent of Super Mario 3D World / Bowser's Fury on the Switch, where like they took 3D World, a Wii U game, and added a new game bundled with it. So it's basically 2 games for the price of 1. And Bowser's Fury was a lot of fun. And also they did add a lot more quality of life improvements to 3D World, which makes it even more fun than the original. Makes it an even better game. And the fact that they actually added online play to it as well, which decent online for all things considered for Switch, but yeah. But Sonic and Shadow Generations, it's probably not gonna happen until December, considering like October I have like a lot of Halloween stuff. I'll get to those soon. And November I already got my plans, but most likely this will be in December. So whatever I have planned that's left over, that is going to be in December. So this will probably be in December. I'm looking forward to it though. Next up is old versus new. We're gonna do Star Fox 64 versus Star Fox 64 3D. So I've been wanting to do Star Fox 64. I did stream Star Fox last year. Or was it 2 years ago? But it was either 2 years ago or last year that I did Star Fox on Super Nintendo. So Star Fox 64 3D, Star Fox 64 versus the 3D version, I'm looking to do. I'll use my 3DS capture card for Star Fox 64 3D. For Star Fox 64, it's on the Nintendo Switch Online, so that's how I'll play the game. So that's how I'll do both. And I never finished both of these games completely, so I'll do all the runs for both versions, which should take a stream for both. It should not, because like this game is not long, so I should be able to do it with no problem. Next up, we got The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, where and I used the first trailer. I didn't want to use any other trailer afterwards because spoiler reasons. I haven't actually seen it myself, and I don't want to see it. But this is the first trailer from the Nintendo Direct back in June. So this game, this game's coming out in September, so while I'm doing the Halloween stuff, I'll be coming in to this game every now and then. I'll make some time for this game. But this is probably going to be one of those games where I'm going to be playing like maybe once a week, maybe twice, depending on how things are going to go. But when I first saw this game, like on the Nintendo Direct, I was absolutely excited. Like, this game just looks incredible. They take what they had with the Link's Awakening remake and just put it into a completely different level right there. Like, it's just that good. Well, it looks good so far. The fact that you could actually play as Zelda instead of Link, and it seems like it has a lot of cool ideas. I do want to play more of this game. So again, I haven't seen any other trailer after the first one, mainly because of spoiler reasons. But I will eventually get to this game. From what I'm hearing from, because people this weekend have been playing this game at PAX West, and from what I heard that this is really good. Everyone's saying that this is actually really good and they cannot wait to play this game. So this game comes out in September 26th. That's in a few weeks from now. It's on a Thursday. I'm looking forward to playing this game. It's going to be great. Next one, so next after that is the Halloween stuff. So we're going to start things off with Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. So I've streamed Luigi's Mansion 3 when it came out, and then 2 years ago I did Luigi's Mansion 1 for the GameCube. So now this is the only other one I still got to do. And it's the HD version, so I'll play the HD version. Like, I've heard mixed things about Luigi's Mansion 2. I did play the original one on 3DS, but I do want to at least like do the HD version just to see how it is. Like, if they changed anything. That's number one. Number two, we got Silent Hill 2. I'm going to be playing the PS2 original. This one, I know that Son wanted me to do this one. Since I did Silent Hill. Oh my God! Speaking of the devil, there you are, Son. Good timing. Good to see you, Son. Anyway, so last year I did Silent Hill, beat that game, and then now this year I'm doing Silent Hill 2. And I'm not sure what else to expect. I know that this is the one that people really like the most out of any of the Silent Hill games. Honestly, play the Xbox version if you can. I'll have to test it out. I forgot this was even on Xbox. But yeah, Silent Hill 2 is game number 2 for the Halloween for Backlog Fantasy Spooktober Edition. The next one is actually Dino Crisis 2. Oh, we'll get back to that in a minute. Dino Crisis 2. So I was originally going to do this last year, but unfortunately, I didn't have time to do most of the stuff I wanted to do last year, so I had to scrap a lot of the games, though I did manage to squeeze in some time for Aria of Sorrow last year. But Dino Crisis 2, I'm going to be streaming this game in October to make up for not doing it last year. So yeah, Dino Crisis 2, because I did Dino Crisis 1 in 2022. So now I'm going to do Dino Crisis 2. Next up would be Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. Now that the Castlevania Dominus collection is out, I will be playing this game. So I figured, you know what? Let's go ahead and play this game and see just how much I like this in comparison to Aria of Sorrow. I love Aria of Sorrow. That one's the best Game Boy Advance game of the 3 in the Advance trilogy. If I have to rank them, I'm gonna rank them like this: Aria of Sorrow, then Circle of the Moon, and then Harmony of Dissonance. I didn't like Harmony of Dissonance, and Circle of the Moon was okay, but for me, this one I feel like is the best of the 3. Well, at least Aria of Sorrow is the best of the 3. Now we're gonna go to the DS collection, the DS games. So I'll start with this one, and then next year I'm going to do both Portrait of Ruin and Order of Ecclesia. It doesn't have to be on Halloween, but next year I'm going to do both of those games. But yeah, Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. That's going to be game number 4, and the last one, and this one will most likely be a short one. Gargoyle's Quest. This one is the first in its series because there's at least 3 of them. There's Gargoyles 1 and 2 and Demon's Crest, which I streamed Demon's Crest a couple of years ago. I believe I did it in 2021 during the Spooktober. I think that was the first time I did the whole Spooktober edition for Backlog Fantasy, and Demon's Crest was the first game that I did for it because it was a game that I managed to do in one sitting. This one, more likely, I think I'm going to be able to do this one in one sitting. I looked at the estimate of how long to beat. I should be able to beat this in one sitting. That said, this is on Game Boy, so this y'all do this game, and in the future I will do Gargoyle's Quest 2, which it's on NES and Game Boy. But I'll more likely do the NES version. I'm surprised the NES version is not on NSO, yet this is, and so is Demon's Crest. But yeah, Gargoyle's Quest will be the last game of the bunch for the Spooktober edition. Next up, let's see, Retro Nights. So we got some Retro Night streams planned. So we got 2 next week actually. So next week we're going to be doing the Sega Dreamcast. So next Monday is the 25th anniversary of when the Sega Dreamcast released in North America. So I'll be streaming some Dreamcast games as they come out. That's number 1. Number 2, we got Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. This will just be a showcase of all the games, all 7 games that are on this collection. You got The Punisher, X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So these 7 games, I'm going to be streaming them as part of the Retro Night for Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Not playing Sonic Adventure 2 because of the movie. Well, I'm more likely not going to be doing Sonic Adventure 2 on there for that Retro Night. Sonic Adventure, yes. And plus, I associate Sonic Adventure 2 more with GameCube, mainly because that's the version of the game that I played. So yeah, there's that. So the next one that's after that, Retro Night Halloween Special 3, Spooky Fighting Games. So the next Halloween themed Retro Night, but it's all like fighting games that are spooky based. So the Darkstalkers games will be on there, but there are some other spooky fighting games that are out there. I believe there was what was that one game for PS1? Was it Killing Zone? Horror Dome? I gotta take a look at that one. I think Killing Zone might be one of those games, because I think I streamed that one. Thrill Kill. Oh yeah, I think I could probably do Thrill Kill. Terror Dome. Again, I gotta look into that. Mace the Dark Age is another one of those games. I'm gonna have to take a look and set up a lineup for that, which I'll be doing that soon. So in November is Arcade Archives. And the thing with Arcade Archives is there's hundreds of games. They released on, like, I have a lot of these games on Switch, but I have a decent selection enough to do like multiple sessions of this. But right now, like, I will say Bubble Bobble will definitely be a part of that. There will be some of the Neo Geo games on here too. So Puzzle Bobble 2 will be a part of that. I will also do like at least 1 or 2 of the King of Fighters games, as well as like 1 or 2 Fatal Fury games and Samurai Showdown, Metal Slug. But then there's also some other non-Neo Geo games that I wanted to show off. Like there's In the Hunt. Like I have a couple from Konami. I have a couple from Taito. I have a couple from like Data East and a couple other and a couple of other companies. So I'll show off some of the arcade archives games, even some Nintendo ones, which I've already showed off of the Nintendo one. Be sure to play either Darkstalkers 3 or Vampire Savior best versions. Yes. Next one is the PlayStation 30th anniversary special, December 3rd, because PlayStation 1 is going to turn 30, and not just PlayStation 1, but the whole brand, because it came out in 1994, or the end of 1994. So PlayStation 1, I'll show off, like, because obviously there's Ridge Racer here. That'll be a part of that. But there'll be other games there too. Like there'll be I'll have a Tekken game on here. I'll have Battle Arena Toshinden. I'll have a couple of other PlayStation 1 games. Parappa the Rapper will be one of those games that'll be on here. So basically definitely a good amount of PlayStation hits and maybe a hidden gem or two. But yeah, PlayStation is going to be 30, so I'll just at least show off some of the games that are on this collection or on this stream. But yeah, and then we're going to be doing a week of retro this year. So we got Xbox. So we're going to be doing Xbox games like Blinks the Time Sweeper, Dead or Alive 3, and there'll be some multiplats here too, like Capcom vs SNK 2 and Soul Calibur 2, which if I'm going to do Soul Calibur 2 Xbox, then I'm going to be playing as Spawn, because GameCube version there's Link, and PS2 version there's Heihachi from Tekken. So Spawn would be the one that I would go with. Like there's other games. There's also Grabbed by the Ghoulies. There's the original Fable. There's a lot of Xbox games. Halo 1 and 2, Fusion Frenzy. I can go on and on. So next up will be Marvel video games. Like, yes, some of the Marvel fighting games will be on here, but there's a lot more to it than that. Like, I'm going to show off at least like one or two of the beat 'em ups. There's also like a couple of Super Nintendo and Genesis games. There's also like the PS1 Spider-Man, or like X-Men Mutant Academy. There's even like there's like a lot of games that I want to show off that's Marvel related. So it's not just going to be the Marvel fighting games, but there's going to be a bunch. And then on December 18th and December 19th, I'm going to be doing Retro Holiday Grab Bag 2024. There's going to be 2 days for it. The 18th and 19th, basically anything goes. I get to pick whatever I want, because when it's the holiday season, like, just pick whatever I want. Because they're basically the last ones of the year, so might as well, if they're the last ones of the year, go all out. That's just the way to do it. Go all out. And then afterwards, so the last thing right here is the birthday stream. So the birthday stream is going to be like the big birthday subathon. We're going to be doing a subathon again this year, and also it's September, so obviously September will play a part in this too. But yeah, big birthday subathon. So this is the third one I'm doing. Like, I've done birthday streams, but this is the third subathon that I'm doing. So there will be incentives. There'll be I will confirm right now that every 3 subs automatically guarantees that I'm gonna eat a Bean Boozle on stream. So every 3 subs, but I'm gonna up the ante this year. Every 10 subs, there's gonna be a giveaway this time around, and it's gonna be a Steam code. So I have a couple of Steam codes. There will be a total of there's gonna be a total of 12. So the winners will get a Steam code, but it's only going to be one per person. So if you win one, then that's it. So just to give other people a chance to win. So that's the way I'm going to do it. There'll be a total of 12 Steam codes that I'm going to be giving out. So every 10 subs. there will be a Steam code. Every 3 subs guarantees me eating a Bean Boozled. I'm gonna have some other incentives as well. So like I'm also gonna have some bit incentives. And even though Twitch did increase the price of subs from $4.99 to $5.99, I'm still gonna keep the timer to 5 minutes per sub. I may change that. I'm gonna look at the logistics, but the way it's gonna work is it will be 12 hours at base, like the 12 hours base time. So the first stream is gonna be 8 hours because I'm not gonna do the full 24-hour stream. I am not like I don't feel capable of doing a 24-hour stream like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm split the days. So day 1 will be 8 hours. Day 2, I'm going to have 4 hours plus whatever time has been added to the clock. And then day 3 is basically whatever time is left on the clock. But I'm going to go over some of the lineup for the subathon. So we're going to start things off with The Legend of Zelda, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom for about 2 to 3 hours. So I'm gonna do this game. I'm gonna play this game for 2 to 3 hours, just to start things off. And then at some point, throughout the whole weekend, we're gonna do Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, 4 players with items. That one's gonna be a thing. Then I'm also going to be doing the speedrun challenges for the Nintendo World Championships NES edition. So I'll be doing that as well. Like whatever I haven't done yet, I'm going to be doing it here. But I will say the legend, like all the legend rank stuff, that's going to be its own thing. I want to make sure that I do get every other S rank in the game just to get whatever it is I need to get until I get all the legends. I want to keep all the legends as the last ones I do. Let's see. We also have sharing with Shellshock 50th episode special. I'm going to figure out what's that going to be. I don't know what it is yet. I'm still planning it. I'm going to figure that out. I'm going to figure out what this is going to be. Next up is going to be Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. I'm going to do online matches. I'm going to figure out which version I'm going to do. Am I going to do Steam or Switch? I'll figure it out. It probably might also be based on whoever I'm going to be going up against, but we'll see. I'll figure that out. In addition to that is going to be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. We're going to do some online races with all 96 tracks. Well, any of the tracks, like within the 96 tracks, we're going to be playing this game. And lastly, right here, Mary-Kate and Ashley Sweet 16 License to Drive Madness. This is going to be a thing. I've actually have been planning this for a while. I've actually talked to Chris Clark's Madness of Mario Party Madness about it, and he's definitely interested in the idea. So we're gonna go ahead and do it. I planned this out far along in advance, so this one is going to be chaotic. I'm looking forward to this. If I make it, it'll be Switch version waiting for Steam. So all right, no problem. So that's fair. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this madness. It's going to be pure chaos. Because we did Sonic Shuffle, now we're going to do this. So sky's the limit on what we can do. But yeah, Mary-Kate and Ashley Sweet 16 License to Drive Madness. This one is going to be fun. All I'm going to say is that it's definitely gonna be good just to see all the shenanigans happen. And there's going to be a lot more. Like the full lineup will be coming soon, as well as the incentives. I'm going to finalize the lineup at some point soon. I'm also going to be showing off the incentives. I'm going to at least show off 1 or 2 each day starting next week. Until with the exception of the final 2, those are going to be revealed on the day of the subathon. So yeah, so Thursday, September 26th is day 1. Friday, September 27th is day 2. And Sunday, September 29th, which is my act on the day of my birthday, will be day 3. Should there be enough time on the clock for day 3 to take place? If in the event that I don't have enough time or no time at all on the clock for day 3, the Mary-Kate and Ashley Sweet 16 License to Drive Madness will still happen regardless. That's still happening on that day, subathon or not, because that one I want to make sure that everybody gets to see that, regardless of what happens. So yeah, let me go ahead and do this. Close this up. But yeah, so that's the ShellshockPrime showcase. So I wanted to at least show off all the stuff that I'm planning on doing. It's gonna be crazy just to do the Mary-Kate and Ashley Sweet 16 Madness. I'm looking forward to seeing how that's gonna go. And yeah, like everything that I have planned, like this year is gonna be fantastic. So Skies of Arcadia is gonna be happening tomorrow. Like that's what's tomorrow. Skies of Arcadia Legend. And I'm gonna be playing that game for the first time. Never played it before, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah,